This church graveyard is about 9 miles from where I live, and it's taken me the best part over an hour to get here. Three diversions and heavy traffic. Right. Wow. Have a look at this, guys. St. Cuthberts Church, Shustoke. It says smile, I'm on video. But the question is, will I put that video on YouTube? Because I will. Anyway, whoa, what a freaky looking place. Let's just hope it's nice and quiet from people who are active with the paranormal. Wow, look at that. Yeah, straight away. Doors open. Look at these gravestones. I know this church dates back to something like the 13th century. I believe there was a fire here, and then it was rebuilt through the years. But it's a very, very old church. And you can tell by the gravestones, there's some very, very old ones here. Let's do a call out, eh? Good morning, spirits. Is there anybody here willing to communicate with me? My name's Dave. If you want to come forward, let me hear your voice. Make a loud tap. Bang on a gravestone. Throw a stick, a stone, in my direction, not at me. I have the utmost respect for everyone in here. I'm not here to harm or to ridicule anybody. I'm not here to be harmed. I'm only here to communicate. If you could come forward and possibly show yourself. Is there any spirits here that was around in the time of the fire? I'm trying to see a date on the gravestones, on the ones that I can read. 1830, 1856. I know these graves, as I said, they do go back older. You can tell by these ones here. Absolutely just unreadable. There's another church there in the distance. Now there's another potential investigation. I wonder what that church is. I'll have to look into that. Some vocal birds this morning. Man, look at these graves in front of me there. Totally grown over. Fairly new headstone there. (2016). Come forward, spirits. Come forward and communicate with me. I really mean when I say I don't mean any harm and I don't wish to be harmed. There's a guy walking his dog there. I think the dog wants to come and play. I didn't see the guy first, I saw the dog first. And I just saw the white figure of the dog. I was like, oh, what the hell? It's not a massive graveyard, but it's very, very old. Let's hope it's an active one. I'm calling any spirits, come forward, please. Not sure, guys, if it's going to rain. There's a big grey cloud above me. So we'll have to see how that one goes. K2. And an aeroplane. Come forward, spirits. Come below the aeroplane. Come and talk to me. This device in my hand can allow you to communicate. If I ask you a question and you come forward and you touch this device with a light, or you touch my hand, you'll make the lights flicker. And that way, I know you're trying to communicate with me. So, if there's a male spirit here, could you come forward and touch this? Make the lights flicker. It can go from green to yellow, orange to red, depending how strong your presence is. Here's a flicker. Thank you very much for that. Are you a male spirit? Still flickering, guys. So I take it, if I say, are you female, you're going to stop. If I say, are you female, you're going to stop. Is there male and female here then, I take it? If there is male and female, can you take it up to the next colour? Maybe it's to the yellow. Could you tell me how old you are? Are you in your 50s? Are you in your 60s? Are you in your 70s? 80s? Okay, I'll go back. Are you in your 40s? 30s? 20s? Are you a teenager? Are you younger than a teenager? Or are you even as old as 90? Don't want to talk to me now. Come on, there you go. 90. Are you female? Little spikes. Does that mean yes, you're a female? Or are you male? Do you mean me any harm? I'm not here to be harmed. Am I safe here? I'm asking a lot of questions, guys. Man, she died 45 years old, 2020. Why are we taken away so early sometimes, eh? Can any spirits come forward, knock that device off a gravestone, please, if you can. Sorry, I didn't realise I was stood on your grave there. Make this device flicker, please. If you can come forward, push it off. If you can, have you got the energy to push that off? I'm going to run the spirit talker. See if we get anything relevant. See if we get anything relevant. Once again, good morning, spirits. Do you want to come forward and talk into this device? It generates words. It generates words you could use to communicate with myself. I feel a little bit freaked out, guys. I feel a little bit uneasy. I don't know, it's just weird. Spirit talk, that's quiet.
My remains.
My remains. I had the volume down there. Let me turn that up. My remains. Well, that's kind of relevant, I suppose, considering where I'm stood. What I don't get here is you got these headstones.
Jesus.
Jesus? Has Jesus come forward to visit me? Well, like I said, what I was saying is, these headstones, they're all pointing, facing this way. So every single headstone is pointing that way. And where I'm stood, technically, I'm stood on a grave. But what they've done is, they've built a path right through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 graves that are here are right over a path. There may be a couple there that doesn't have a headstone.
The child wants help.
The child wants help. Which child? Could you come forward and tell me your name? So I know, at least I know who you are. Could you tell me your name, please? I'll see if I can find your name on the headstone. On the ones I could read anyway. Man, this grave here looks fairly fresh. July 2017.
I'm attached.
You attached to what? You're not attached to me now, are you?
Constance.
Constance. Hello, Constance. My name is Dave. I'm looking for a Constance, guys. Can't see offhand. I'm looking for your gravestone, but I can't see it. Could you tell me where it is? Give me a rough idea. Is it under a tree or is it beside the church? K2 seems to be a little quiet.
Hello and welcome.
Well, hello and thank you. It's nice to be here. It really is. It seems a lovely graveyard. It's just a shame that this section here couldn't be trimmed so people can pay respects to the relatives. They've cut this grass, but why not that? Constance, are you still with me? Spiders are critters are.
Good and evil here.
I did suspect that, you know, guys. I had a funny feeling when I came in. I said before that I felt a little bit unease, and it's just said good and evil here. Well, I'm here to communicate with good and evil, but I don't want to be harmed. That's not what I'm here for. If you don't want me here, you can show me by doing something, not to me.
Here.
Yeah, you're here. Jesus. 9 a.m. Gets me every time. So what evil spirits are around here then? Could you tell me your name? And why are you evil? Why can't you not just be nice? Did you do wrong in your life? Or did you have something do wrong to you that you become an evil spirit? Are you strong enough to come forward and stand beside me? Come and stand beside me, right here. Touch my hand.
Chair.
There is literally not a chair, but there's a bench just behind the camera. Yes, I'm stood next to a chair, if you want to call it that.
He killed.
Who killed? There's a name on the chair. Could you tell me what the name is on the, well, I'm going to call it a bench. You may have called it a chair back in your time. Well, could you tell me the name on the bench?
I trust you.
Well, thank you. I'd like to think that I can be trusted. Like I say, I'm only here to communicate. I'm not here to cause anybody any harm. Just saw a shadow at the corner of my eye. Glide that way. Wow. Was that you I just saw? Could you maybe come back and show yourself again? Man, every time it's a split second, and then when I look at it properly, it's gone.
Scroll.
Scroll, okay. I don't see the relevance of that unless you're on about a scroll, like as in a script from many years ago. Like I said, this church dates back to I think it's the 13th century, so it's very old. Let's take a little wander around, eh? Well, take a little walk down here, guys. I'm just looking to see if I can see any names that have come up on any of the graves. It's quite a small gravestone there in comparison to some of them. Oh, I can just see that she died at 83. I thought for a second it was a child. I get a little bit freaked out when I see child graves, as you can probably tell from previous videos. Just, it shouldn't happen. I'm walking over your graves here. I do apologise. There's another bench. As you can see, guys, there's the graves. They're pointing obviously this way, but there's a pathway here. So it is unavoidable to walk over graves. I don't understand why these graves don't face the church. Is there any spirits over this side that wish to communicate with me? Let your presence be known. Come and talk into the device that I'm wearing. It's a microphone, it'll pick up your voice. Or even better, if you could show yourself in front of the camera. Man, there's a lonely old grave there, just a wooden cross. Well, I could walk down there, but there's no graves, so I'll stick to where the graves are. Come forward, spirits, come and communicate with me, please. That's what I'm here for. Ooh, the wind is picking up. Not supposed to be a windy day today. And it's gone quite chilly, if I'm honest, on this warm late spring morning. Weird. Is the evil spirit that's here changing things around because the wind's picked up and gone chilly. I told you, I did not want to be harmed. Because they did say, guys, there was good and evil here. I'm not prejudiced. I will communicate with the good and the evil. The good would be better, a nice friendly spirit to come forward. Even if an evil spirit wants to come forward, that's fine with me. Even if an evil spirit wants to come forward, that's fine with me. Like I say, I don't want to be harmed. Is a stereotypical grave with the name Elizabeth. It's like they've cleared a pathway for you to walk around. But they haven't, unless they're still working on clearing the, they might be trimming the grass around, I don't know. So come forward, spirits, come and take a walk with me. I just heard a shuffle in here. I just heard a shuffle just around here. Man, look how sunken that gravestone is. Now that's been there some years. So are the spirits with me, walking around with me? You're welcome to join me. No wonder in some ways it's a bit breezy because this graveyard is on a hill. Ooh, what's down here? There's some steep steps. Smile, you're on video. So are you. It's a strange one. Has the church got a cellar? It's funny, there's many signs around saying, smile, you're on camera, or you're on video. Don't actually see, unless they're covert cameras, but I don't see no video cameras. Could be the obligatory warning signs, you know. Maybe there are. But I'm not doing anything harmful. I'm not doing anything illegal. So I'm all good. Can spirits come forward, please? I'm only here to talk to you. Tell you what, guys, it's gone really cold. It's June the 2nd or 3rd or something. I woke up this morning, the sun was shining briefly, and then it just went overcast as it is now, but it was warm. You know, your typical British summer, where it's cloudy, threatening to rain, but it was warm and it's gone really quite chilly now. Come forward, spirits. Come forward and talk to me. They're a little bit worn down, aren't they, guys? Man, it's like they were trying to squeeze in as many graves in such a small space. Look at that. I do get a feel that if I was to come here at night time, it would be very daunting. I don't know why, but I feel like where I'm stood on this side of the graveyard, as opposed to around that corner where I've just been, I feel this side is a little bit more eerie. And again, I don't mean that any disrespect to anyone that's buried on this side. It would be great if somebody could just stand in front of me. Right there, go on. Come forward and just stand in front of me right there. Come forward, spirits, please. Man, where's that wind come from? I say wind, it's not windy, it's just coming in gusts. I was considering taking the drone up to give you guys an aerial view of this graveyard and the church, but it's a bit, it's not a windy day, but there's little bursts here and there. I'll play it by ear, see how I feel when it comes to it. I don't know, but drone or no drone, you get the idea of this place. I think it's quite a creepy place. And I say, I don't mean no disrespect to anyone that's buried here. It's a very, very old graveyard. And that's what I love about old graveyards, the creep factor. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think it could be a family buried there? It's big enough. No chance in hell. Read on the stone though. It's well grown over. It's well grown over. I put the spirit talker back on. The first word it said was a lot. Is that reference to a lot of people buried here, as in a family? Can somebody else come forward and tell me your name? My name's Dave. Did you live in the village here? Well guys, what do you think of this place? I'm sensing that it's going to rain. So might not be as long investigation as I'd like to, but I'm hoping that there's been something here that has shown the presence in this graveyard. I really hope it's been an active one. I wonder if I should try my luck inside the church. Is it 14? Because I was looking on, here we go. I was looking on the internet yesterday, and I was led to believe it was 13, unless I was mixed up with another church. Right.
Which is a picture of them.
Oh, that part was, right, yes, I did.
It was struck by lightning in the tower, then the rest of it was gutted.
I was struck by lightning, that's how the fire came out. Right.
And then when it was rebuilt, you'll see the heads on the chancel arch.
Right.
One of which is at the end of the second, in whose reign of... There's probably an earlier church here.
Yeah.
And the other one's Queen Victoria. Where you've come in from the porch, you record it, I don't want to... if I show you this, and you can do it at your leisure.
Yeah.
It was restored in the 1870s. And
Right.
they found traces of an earlier church, probably Norman,
Okay.
which they set in here. So there's what's there called a it's a Norman, bit cobwebby.
Okay.
And then that's called Dogtooth, which is sort of Norman as well.
Oh, wow.
And then above the door,
Yeah.
that's so faded.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
could be a saint, it could be the Virgin, it could be anything.
Yeah.
But these were, and when you go around you've done the outside yet?
I've done the outside, yeah. I've noticed some of the gravestones are really well weathered, aren't they?
Oh yes. Then we got the churchyard cross. There.
The churchyard cross.
Yeah, that stump there, that's all that's left of it.
Oh, that,
The
yes.
medieval church, they do processions like on Palm Sunday,
Yeah.
which would begin from there.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay.
I didn't realise that. Oh, wow, that's
There's one
cool.
like that at Coleshill as well. And
Yeah.
these were like reordered, obviously, when one of the, either after the fire or after the 1872 restoration.
Oh, I did wonder how because it seemed to be, I thought they were trying to squeeze graves in such a short space,
I think
you know.
reorganise them.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because the local stone
That would
is-
make more sense,
yeah.
wouldn't it?
The local stone is sandstone, which as you can see
Yeah.
isn't very strong.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I'll leave you to it.
That's brilliant, thank you, I appreciate that.
Have you come far?
No, just Sutton Coldfield.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this is the restoration.
Yeah, it was restored in 1872.
1872
The one on the
restored.
left
Yeah.
is of the church before the 1872 restoration.
Oh, right, that one's before the fire.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And then next to the hymn boards, to the left of that, that's a plaque to a man called Croxall, who paid for both the 1872 restoration
Oh, wow.
and then when the fire burnt it down.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting, that. I learned a lot more here now than I did on the internet. That's great, thank you. I'm always fascinated by the insides of churches. There's the old pipes. Ah, there's the organ. Wow. And the altar. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're most welcome. Are you off anywhere else now? Or?
No, I'm just going to go back and just sort of go through the footage and edit it all out. Yeah.
So you're on YouTube eventually?
Yeah, I'm sort of a few videos ahead of myself. So if I can't go out, I can always upload at least one a week. Yeah. So I'm about 3 or 4 weeks ahead. So.
Okay, well, look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, no worries. That's brilliant. What a very, very nice guy he was inside. He didn't mind me one bit videoing. He even said he'd get out of my way while I was doing it. No, you carry on. But that was fantastic to see inside of the church. Yeah, what a beautiful place. I just hope it's very haunted. I didn't mention paranormal. I kind of don't mention that when I speak to people inside of the church. But yeah, beautiful inside. I hope you guys like that. Let's take another little wander around, just in case we might see a full apparition. So come forward, spirits, come with me for a walk around this graveyard. You can follow me, only while I'm here. I don't want you to follow me while I go home. That's not the attachment that I was hoping for when earlier in the investigation that came up on the spirit talker. I'm not after any attachments. I don't mind while I'm here in the moment, but not to follow me home. I think I'm going to give the drone flight a bit of a miss today though, guys. Yeah, looks like it could rain any moment as well, so I don't want to be taking the drone up, struggling with the gusts, and then starting to rain, so never mind, it's all right. Gives me a reason to come back one time and maybe give it a little fly around. Are any spirits that want to come forward one last time? Come forward. Tell me your name. Tell me if you're male, if you're female. Are you at peace here? Are you resentful that you've passed on? I know a lot of the graves I've seen age-wise, it's been no age at all. 40s, 40-year-olds and stuff, and 18-year-old. What's all that about? If I was in the spirit world at such a young age, I'd be annoyed. I'd haunt a lot of people. But in a friendly way. Come on, spirits, come forward. Talking to this device here. If you could stand behind me, that'd be fantastic. Full apparition. Well guys, what did you think? What have you thought about this graveyard? I think this side where I've just walked around is your stereotypical, well it's all stereotypical graveyard obviously, but every time I come to this side I feel a little bit, I don't say creeped out, it's definitely darker, if you know what I mean, on this side. But yeah, if you guys have heard anything, or you've seen anything, just let me know. Comments below. So I think I'm going to bring this investigation to an end. And I'll be interested to start editing this video to see if there's anything that's come forward. Hopefully there has. So if you have enjoyed this video,